So dry sprinklers have come up a few times this week, so I figured I'd make a quick video about them. What they are is they're designed to be able to protect sprinkler piping from freezing, and that's by allowing a separation between your water inside your piping in a conditioned space and then extending the sprinkler into an unconditioned space. Now they do that by having a space in here which is full of air, and the seal is actually at the end. So when this fusible element breaks, the mechanism inside this piping will drop and allow this seal to open and allow water to flow. So you can install this in places like cold storage, or if you're protecting a balcony in like an apartment or something like that, or even a garage in a home or something. That's typically where these are used. Now you can have different lengths. This is an example of a short one, and they can get much longer, right? This is an example of a much longer. And the reason behind that is you're going to be going through different types of walls, but also we're relying on that thermal energy going onto that pipe to be able to keep everything from freezing. So if we've got a really cold area that we're protecting with this side, then we need more of our pipe to be in our heated location. So that's where the different sizes come into play, as well as those different lengths. They come in different types. This is an example of a pendant type. And then this is an example of a sidewall, but you could have residential, standard, you can even have concealed type heads. So there's a lot of different types out there. And you can also have rigid like this, or you can even have a flexible hose, which is actually dry. So there's a lot of options out there. And as far as inspection, testing, and maintenance, NFPA 25 requires these to be inspected annually, just like most sprinklers. And then after 20 years, you're required to pull out a representative sample of the dry sprinklers and have them tested. If they all pass, then the rest of the sprinklers will have to be tested 10 years after that, and so on. Or you can just replace these every 20 years. Now, that frequency has changed a bit in NFPA 25. Prior to the 2020 edition, every 10 years you're required to have these tested. That was increased to 15 years, and then additionally up to 20 years in the 2023 edition. And that increase was just based on known performance of how these operate, and then a better design and manufacturing of these sprinklers. So if you're interested in learning more, my teammate Brian O'Connor wrote a blog about dry sprinklers, going a lot more about the thermal energy and how these really operate, and I'll link that below if you want to take a look at that blog. Thanks.